Well, hello, hello. The gang's all here. How are you?
We're doing
Hey
good.
there.
How about you?
Hey,
You're wonderful. All right. Where in the world are you guys?
I
I'm
am
in my
in
home.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
I'm in my home in Atlanta, Georgia too.
Oh, excellent.
I am in Stephenville, Texas, at my mom's
Oh,
bed and breakfast.
I know exactly where that is. We are deep in the heart of Texas in Dallas right here.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and we're so happy to have you on because the show is so sweet, it's special. Made me cry right out of the gate, first episode. I'm like, here we go. But
Oh,
you know that this is a special show, and something when you get something like this, when you see a script, you just think, I got to do this, right?
100%. Yeah. You try to do auditions as an actor and forget them and move on because you do so many, and usually it's no after no after no. This one was harder to let go of for sure, at least for me. I really connected to Danny and I love the material. Brian did a fantastic job writing the show. And so getting the call that you got it was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And then it looks like it was a nice set to be on. I mean, some really good people. Looked like you were actually having fun, which, as you know, if you've been on enough sets, that they're not always fun. But you guys each have some good memories from this one.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like we've been saying it today too, but like, you usually get on a set and there is a little bit of apprehension because you don't know how everyone's going to play off of one another. But this couldn't have been a kinder group of people. Uh, just so easy to work with, so professional, but also so fun to be around, and everyone just got along really, really well, cast and crew alike, and it was honestly one of the most amazing summers of my life.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, do you think that maybe when there's a show or some kind of material with a good message in there, sometimes the sets are maybe a little bit better, a little different in that way?
Sets,
I think because,
go
sorry,
ahead, Joe.
go for it, Color.
I
You
was
got
just gonna
it.
say, sets can vary based on the tone of what you're filming. Um, but I think that the tone of the set starts from the top down with the showrunner and the director, and we were in good hands, and we knew when we could have a good time and get to know our castmates, and it being a big ensemble cast, that's an important part of it is to get to know your castmates, playing EMTs who live at this EMT station for large portions of their work weeks. They would know everything about their coworkers, and so we had the opportunity to do that every day on set, getting to know one another. We weren't hanging out in the trailers. We were all hanging out together in like the wardrobe room, getting to know one another, and I think that shows on screen and in the show. And so we were really lucky with the cast and the crew that everybody put together.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. Well, and did you get to run around with the actual EMTs or do any of that stuff? Because I couldn't do that at all.
Oh, dude, for sure. And they were so
Yeah.
gracious about like teaching us everything that they do for some of the rescue sequences we do, but also just like seeing them and like where their minds at and where their heads at, like even when they're not on call, was actually very insightful for a lot of our characters. So it was just such a great privilege to be able to step in their sandbox.
Mhm. Yeah. I can do it. If I see some blood on the ground, I'm like, I gotta go. So I'm very
Yeah,
thankful
no,
for
that's
all.
that's usually how I am too. And I think doing the show, I had to kind of get over that a little bit. So
Yeah, for sure. Well, what's cool is people. There's a lot of great material on the channel, and but it's a whole new audience looking at this and going, "Nah, I think this is what I want to do. I want to do something that means something and tell good stories." So, what kind of advice would each of you give to somebody who wants to follow in your footsteps and make great art?
oh, that's a great question. Acting is a tough industry, and the film industry is in general, but it's also so amazing and exciting, and you get to meet some really, really wonderful people along the way who are all sharing the common interest of, telling entertaining stories. But as an actor, you just gotta have the passion and persevere and keep going. It's about the long haul and it's not a short race. There's no one path or journey to becoming an actor. You know, each of our stories to getting to the show are so different, and you know, you just gotta love it and stick with it.
Yeah.
I mean, building off of that, I feel like I think it's like any business, you gotta love it. You gotta love this business and what it comes with, even when it can feel like it doesn't love you back. And you gotta have, the fortitude within yourself to trust that it's gonna work out and what's meant to come to you is gonna come to you. And I think that comes with your own, your own groundedness, but I think it also comes with the people you choose to surround yourself with. And
Mhm.
if you're lucky and you can find people who uplift you and motivate you in the ways you need, then you'll be just fine in any profession, namely acting as well.
Yeah.
I'll speak for myself. You know, in this industry, there can be peaks and valleys. With acting specifically, you know, you get a role, go a few months without getting a part, and things like that. My personal advice to any artists out there is when you feel inspired in any way, shape, or form, you should act on it right then. Like if you feel like doing some acting that day, just put yourself on camera and shoot a scene, or you know, if you like writing music or poetry, if an idea for a song pops in your head, do it right then. Do it like within the next 5 minutes, and then you can build off of it from there. But you gotta work the muscles when it comes to being an artist, just like any other profession. You have to be doing art to be fulfilled by art, and so that's what I would say.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Well, you like this. My co-host Drew Pearson, one of our great Dallas Cowboys, caught the original Hail Mary, went to the Hall of Fame. We're super proud of him, and he wanted me to make sure I asked you guys your Hail Mary moment, that moment in your life or career where you just had to go for it and it worked out for you. What do you suppose that was for you so far?
Ooh, that's a good
Does anyone
question.
have an
Wow.
answer?
Might be a
Um,
series of passes right now. Who knows?
Honestly, I think it's very scary when you join a new team.
Hmm.
Uh because I feel like in this business you kind of it's natural you work with different people and maybe you part ways with other people over time. And I mean, I'm grateful for everyone who's ever given me a chance, everyone who's ever believed in me, but it was definitely scary to work with the team that I'm with now, but and kind of like start something new. But that Hail Mary decision to trust that things are going to work out with them honestly made the world's difference because I think we met each other at the right time where we were both what we were looking for, and they've just been incredible to me in helping my career thus far. And it's the team I booked this show with, and they're just such great people. They work so hard. So do all the assistants to all the agents, and you definitely got to shout them out. But yeah, I'm very blessed and to have them, and I'm very grateful they took a chance on me. So.
Hmm. Yeah.
My Hail Mary moment would have to be I'm Texas born and bred, go Cowboys.
Yes.
Um, mine would have to be I graduated from University of North Texas, and I didn't have enough money to go to LA or New York right after college to pursue acting and filmmaking. So I made the decision to go to Atlanta, and and that decision right there was my Hail Mary, and that's the whole reason I was a part of this show, is because I got representation in the Atlanta market, and shout out to Privileged Talent. And so yeah, that was definitely the Hail Mary that led me towards actually somewhat of a career in this acting business, and furthering myself as an artist.
Yeah. What's up, Julia?
I would have to say, so I spent my first 2 years of college in Arizona, and then COVID was a thing that came along, and then I made the really tough decision to transfer to Georgia. And when I did that, I wanted to kind of start fresh, and I signed with the Line Stars agency, who Reilly is also with. And from there, I just really started to get a lot more audition opportunities and work more. And I mean, that was such a great decision to come back to Atlanta, similar to Keller for the film industry. And then booking this show was a huge Hail Mary moment as well, for sure.
Hmm. Yeah. Now, is there something that you keep in mind? Because, like I said, there are ups and downs, and we talk about this on the show. To keep that success mindset, even if you're not feeling it. And so, is there something like you tell yourself, or you think it's just your faith, or like, what is it that kind of keeps you going?
I love to tell myself, someone's gonna get this part, might as well be me. And then you just do it and you have fun with it. And usually you don't get the part, but that's okay, because then it's like, oh, well, maybe the next one, maybe the next one. And that's what keeps me going, my faith as well. And it's just, the stress of getting an audition and then you have to learn 10 pages and get it back is like the excitement of it that we also love, because we're actors.
I think just remembering to get excited by it, because like if you're not having fun acting, especially with a career that's, very peaks and valleys, like Keller said, if you're not having fun with it still, then there really is no point in sticking with it. So doing whatever you can to get excited about everything that comes your way and meeting it head on and giving it everything you can, I think is the most important thing you can do.
My strategy for auditions is similar to my character in the show, Griffin, where he just kind of kicks the door down and walks in like he owns the place. I kind of do that in my auditions. I act like I'm not auditioning for the part. I tell myself, they sent me these sides to memorize and put on tape. I have this part. I have these 2 pages of this part. This is my part. So I'm going to do my scene and show it to them. I am this character. It's my version. They may not hire my version, but I am that part for that audition. And that kind of helps me to go into it with a little more confidence. And then like Julia said, most of the time you don't get the part. When you do, it's like I was right.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great way to look at it. Now, last thing, this show is really, really special. And of course, depending on what you've been through or what you believe in, like you may get something different out of this. What do you think that that people should take away or think about or talk about after they see this?
I hope that people are left feeling inspired, maybe if there's something they want to try or pursue in life, whether it's a hobby, a career opportunity, a new relationship with someone, to step out and take a chance. You're never too old or too young to try something totally new.
Yeah.
I hope that if people take away anything from this, it's that it's not a bad thing to ask for help and that you can lean on the people around you to help you get through something as simple as talking to the girl you like or saving somebody's life out as an EMT. So,
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I hope people will just speaking about the show itself will enjoy watching something that is inspiring, family friendly, and really engaging. I mean, I was lucky enough to watch the first 2 episodes, and like you said, I cried a little bit, and I know what happens. I read the script, I was there, and I was just completely sucked into the story, and so I hope that at the bare minimum, everybody's super entertained and drawn into what we've all put together, both casts and crew, for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. I know they will be. Well, thank you all so much for giving us this to watch. We can't wait to see what happens with the rest of it. And I look forward to talking to each of you again soon.
Thanks, Paul.
awesome, man.
Thank
Okay, wonderful.
you.
Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.